you guys should be able to see me here. If that looks okay for you, give me a thumbs up. Beautiful. Then we will take a moment just to come into the space. Open the arms out nice and wide. Take a breath. Put aside anything we're carrying in with us today. And then we'll let the hands start to fall. Let everything soften down. Remembering that there's no right or wrong way to make any of our shapes today. There's just finding what's right in your body. And that there's nothing you have to do or accomplish today. Just follow along. Go with the flow. And if I go one way and you go the other, it doesn't matter. We'll meet right back in the middle. Letting one foot step out. We'll sink the chi. One more, sinking the chi. Just breathe. From here, we'll float the hands up to open the door. Letting the elbows drift down, and everything else follows. Last one here. And then we'll flip the palms over. Hug in a little energy. Here we'll float back into opening the door a few times. Perfect. Softening and melting down. the hands up to about heart level, maybe a little lower. And we'll find a little sway. Nice and gentle from one side to the other. Shifting the weight from one foot to the other. Feeling that connection down into the ground as one foot gets heavy. And then balance through the center and the other foot gets heavy. Kind of really feel that weight rolling across the bottoms of the feet. Perfect. And we might start adding the little turn of the belly from one corner to the other. And then we might even start trying to lift one heel. And then the other. Just checking in, seeing how the body's feeling today. One more side to side here. And we'll float it into the center and make the big hug. Let everything soften down. And sink the chi. Floating the hands up, we'll come right into our sway. Nice and gentle. Turn of the belly. And the lift of the heel. And then next time we're on this side, we'll pause there. Feel this foot all the way up and tap the heel. And then pull it in. Float it to the other side. Beautiful. One more on each side, just checking in with the balance. Feeling that heavy foot rooted to the floor. And then we'll add our hands. One hand waves, the other swooshes under. And then everything pulls through. And floats to the other side. We tap, and we wave, and we swoosh. Everything pulls across. Still focusing on that shift from one side to the other. As we come into our play peepaw. One more like that. Beautiful. And then from here, we'll just float it right through the center and into the other side. That shift as the hands come to center and both feet are planted. And then we Lift the other heel. Nice. One more like that. And then we'll come into the center and make the big hug. Let everything soften down. Hug in a little more energy. Here, we'll float the hands back up. Turn the palms in and we'll come right into play peepaw on one side. Bring it through the center into the other side. Perfect. That gentle shift of weight. We'll do a couple more of those, just feeling that little bit of balance. Right through the center where everything's even. One more. And then we'll float it back to the other side. Plant the toes, roll the hands around, and come right into parting the mane. Beautiful. And then from here, we'll take that hand and float it across. Come into parting the mane on the other side. One more. And then that hand floats into the center. And we make our big hug. Let everything soften down and relax. Let the elbows get heavy. And the shoulders soften. Relax the jaw. And a little space between the eyes. And we'll float the hands up and open out. Hugging in, parting the mane. On the next one, we'll take that hand and flip it over, reaching under. Load it up, and then settle it down. Rolling the hands around. Coming into our Chefé sheet, or just Chefé for short. Beautiful. 2 more here. One more. We'll turn and float it into the other side. Starting the mane just a couple times. Checking in with our feet. Checking in with our stance. Making sure everything feels balanced and secure. And then we'll take that top hand, flip it over, and float it the other direction. That same diagonal, just crossing the other way. Beautiful. One more. And we'll turn and float it into the center, making the big hug. Let everything soften again. Checking on the feet. Feeling that even balance between both feet. One more. And then we'll float the hands up, opening out, shift to one side. We step out, sliding right into our Chefé, slanting diagonal takeoff. Stay with me here. Hold the arms back. Float that hand out, and the other hand floats up to meet it. Sweep up the body, maybe lifting the toe if that feels good for you. and then push it forward. Beautiful. Our shift of weight here too. Shifting forward and then back again. And then on the next one, we'll add another piece. Coming into center and bringing the hands up. One hand pushes as we shift forward, and then we turn and let the other hand follow. Beautiful. Opening the fan. In my mind, though, it's opening the windows and the curtain and then reaching to tie them back. We push the big heavy curtain to one side and then we tie the little bow. One more time, letting the light in. And then from here, instead of sweeping up to the face, we'll pull right back in to embrace the moon. And this hand floats across. And we step out on the other side. Our bottom hand floats up to meet. And we'll sweep up the body on this side. Perfect. Checking in with the balance here. Maybe feeling a little stretch in that calf as we rock back. On the next one, we'll pull all the way up. Finding our window and pushing the curtain open. And reaching up to tie it back. You guys are fantastic. One more here. And we'll make the big hug, taking our time, drag it into the center. Open out. And let everything soften. Float the hands up again. Opening out. We'll do a little shift of weight and step out to the corner. And we'll come right back into that opening the fan or opening the curtain. Beautiful. And then we'll fold it back. Heart to mane one time, just to float it right across. Perfect. Opening on this side. Hold it in. Heart to mane. Float it into the center. And from here, we'll just shift the hands. And then shift them again. Letting everything be even and balanced for a moment. And then we'll start to add a shift of weight. Lifting one heel. And then the other. You might sink a little into the planted foot, softening the knee. And then we might start to come up a little higher. And a little higher. If it's in your practice today, hovering up off the ground. Or keeping the toe planted. There's no right or wrong. One more rooster on each side. And then we'll let everything come into the center and sink the chi. From here, we'll let the hands flip over and interlace the fingers. Slide up the body to the heart. And slide back down to the floor of the belly. And then we might come up a little further. And down a little further. If it feels good in your shoulders, you might start to push up towards the heavens. And if it feels good in your back and your knees, you might push down towards the earth. Sliding up and down the center of the body. Connecting down into the earth. And up into the heavens. Becoming the pillar of the heavens. One more time, however far down, and then however far up feels right in your body. We'll pause just for a moment here and let the hands separate. Let everything drip down the sides, nice and slow. raindrops sliding down a window pane, hugging in. Sinking the chi. And then we'll finish with our heart opener. Reaching all the way up overhead and pulling down. Bouncing around and scooping up. Hugging into the heart. And we'll bounce up and make our diamond shape. Adding our own heart energy in. Shining it out into the universe. Let it all fall. And we'll do that one more time. Embracing the three treasures, heaven and earth and life here in between, holding it all together. One more time, shining your own energy out into the mix, making the universe just a little better. And you might find any wiggles, any movement that would feel good in your body today. A little side to side. A little up and down, or circles or figure eights. Anything that feels good for you. And then we'll drag it back into the center. Shine it out, stretching and rounding through the back body. And then let everything fall. Let the shoulders relax for a moment, and then we'll flip the palms, scooping up in front of the heart and closing the door. And then we let one foot step in. We'll stack one hand on the heart and the other hand on top. Bowing the head to the heart. Taking our moment of gratitude. A moment to appreciate the work we did and the time we spent together. A moment to reflect on the year past and the new year that we're moving through and how we want to move through it. One more moment, one more breath. And then we'll let the hands fall. And I bow to you. Thank you for being here today. Bring it in.